What are some examples of Arctic food webs? Have you ever wondered how life thrives in the icy Arctic? The Arctic environment is a fascinating place filled with unique ecosystems, both on land and in the sea. Understanding Arctic food webs helps us appreciate how different organisms depend on each other for survival. Let's start with the basics. A food web is a network of interconnected food chains that shows how energy flows between different organisms. It begins with producers, which are organisms like plants and algae that create their own food using sunlight. Following producers are primary consumers, which are herbivores that eat the producers. Next comes secondary consumers, the carnivores that feast on primary consumers. Finally, we have tertiary consumers, the apex predators that eat both primary and secondary consumers. In the Arctic tundra, the food web has some interesting players. The producers here include hardy plants like willow shrubs and caribou moss. These plants are essential as they provide food for primary consumers. Herbivores such as Arctic hares, caribou, and musk oxen munch on these plants. Moving up the food chain, we find secondary consumers like Arctic foxes and snowy owls that hunt these herbivores. At the top, we have apex predators such as grizzly bears and wolves, which prey on both primary and secondary consumers. Now let's shift our focus to the marine Arctic food web. In the ocean, phytoplankton are the primary producers. These tiny organisms convert sunlight into energy, forming the foundation of the marine food web. Zooplankton, including krill and copepods, are the primary consumers that feed on phytoplankton. Next, we have fish like Arctic cod that act as secondary consumers, preying on zooplankton. Seals and walruses also fall into this category, feeding on fish and other marine creatures. At the top of this marine food web, we find polar bears and orcas, which hunt seals and other marine mammals. Understanding Arctic food webs is essential, especially as we face climate change and human activities that impact these ecosystems. A change in one part of the food web can create a ripple effect throughout the entire system. For instance, if warmer waters reduce phytoplankton populations, this can lead to fewer zooplankton, which then affects fish and other marine animals. In summary, the Arctic food webs, both terrestrial and marine, showcase a delicate balance of life. Each organism plays a role in maintaining this balance, and protecting these food webs is vital for the health of the Arctic environment.